France Football has announced all the nominees for the most prestigious individual football award, the Ballon d'Or. The winner will be determined on October 30th in Paris. And we decided to analyze who really deserves to take the prize. Subscribe to Vamosito and grab your popcorn. Let's get started! First, let's take a look at the main candidates for the 2023 Ballon d'Or. The top 5 favorites include Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr., PSG's Kylian Mbappe, and of course, Man City striker Erling Haaland and former PSG and current Inter Miami player Lionel Messi. By the way, Messi's eternal rival Cristiano Ronaldo was not included in the list of contenders at all. This happened to the Portuguese for the first time since 2003, and now we can finally say that the era of his confrontation with the Argentinian has come to an end. But let's focus on the favorites and look at which factors France Football will evaluate this year. Firstly, from now on, the French media outlet will choose the Ballon d'Or winner by football season, not by calendar year as it used to be. Secondly, representatives of countries ranked below the 100th place in the FIFA ratings are no longer allowed to vote. Fans are tired of the strange votes of those journalists and experts who do not watch European football due to the time difference on the continents and make their choice for reasons that are not clear. Thirdly, individual performances will be the key criterion, although team achievements, especially in the European and international arenas, will still be of great importance. As for the last point, De Bruyne, Vinicius and Mbappe's chances are not that great. The Belgian, despite his great stats at Manchester City, failed with his national team at the 2022 World Cup. Vinicius, despite having the best season of his career, still did not bring Real Madrid either La Liga or the Champions League, making the Copa del Rey only a small consolation. On a personal level, Mbappe was great and scored a hat-trick for France in the World Cup final, but he caused scandals for PSG management too often and eventually won only Liga 1. Because of this, the main competition seems to be exclusively between Haaland and Messi. Let's try to figure out who has the better chances, the Norwegian or the Argentinian. In terms of individual performance, Haaland's perfect first season in the world's most competitive English Premier League speaks in his favor. Having scored 36 goals in 35 games, Erling set a new league record, became the Player of the Year in England, and also won the European Golden Boot. Incredible goal-scoring performance is the main advantage of the City striker. In addition, at the team level, Haaland has a marvelous treble with the citizens. Thanks to the signing of Erling, Manchester City defeated Arsenal in the Premier League title race, defeated Manchester United in the FA Cup final, and finally, for the first time in their history, won the Champions League, beating Inter. The long-awaited European success of City was almost 100% down to Haaland, as he became the best scorer of the season in the Champions League with 12 goals and the youngest player to reach the 30-goal milestone in the competition. Haaland's overall numbers in the 2022-23 club season were outstanding: 53 games, 52 goals, and 9 assists. He achieved all this at the age of 23. Perhaps compared to Haaland, the 36-year-old Messi's numbers may seem less impressive. Last season, he played in 41 games for PSG, scored 21 goals, and provided 20 assists. However, 2 magic words overshadow all of this: World Cup. Messi fulfilled his dream by leading Argentina to victory at the Qatar World Cup, while Haaland watched Mundial at home, as his Norway failed to make it to the tournament. In addition, in Qatar, FIFA named Messi the best player of the tournament with 7 goals and 3 assists in 7 games. So, during the voting, Messi's triumph at the World Cup may mean much more than the treble won by Haaland, a unique case. Although Lionel himself, as a 7-time Ballon d'Or winner, says he no longer chases individual awards. I have said it many times during my career, the Ballon d'Or is an important award, the most beautiful on an individual level, but I never gave it importance. The most important thing was always the collective prizes. I was lucky to get everything in my career, and you can imagine that after having won the World Cup, which was what I lacked, much less I'm thinking about the award. Messi admits, Most likely, if it were Leo himself who made the decision about the Ballon d'Or, he would not hesitate to give it to the young and hungry Haaland. But it's not that simple, and in the battle against Messi, Erling actually has his drawbacks. One of them lies in the fact that Haaland failed to score a goal in both finals in which Manchester City won the treble. The Norwegian did his best on the way to key games, but remained silent in the most crucial moments. The feeling of incompleteness also arises from Erling's performances for the national team. He scores a lot, but still has no experience of playing in either the Euros or the World Cup. Unfortunately, Haaland also has the reputation of being a player who flawlessly finishes attacks, but does little on the pitch without assistance from his teammates. Indeed, without Kevin De Bruyne's magnificent passes, Erling probably would not have been able to score so easily in the Premier League and Champions League. His situation is all too reminiscent of Robert Lewandowski's. A few years ago, the Pole also scored consistently for Bayern Munich and won the Champions League, but still did not gain France football's favor, losing out to Messi in the voting. However, maybe this time there will be questions to Lionel as well. Messi's position a few weeks before the Ballon d'Or presentation is weakened by the fact that he achieved nothing with PSG in the European competition, having been eliminated in the final 16 by Bayern Munich. Has long forgotten how to lead his team in the Champions League playoffs. And throughout last season, it was clear that Messi was concentrating much more on matches for Argentina than for PSG. That's why the Parisian fans booed him before home games, and the Red and Blues title was not as strong as usual. Even though Messi scored and assisted regularly, the French Ligue 1 Player of the Year award still went not to the Argentinian, but to his teammate Kylian Mbappe. The fact that Messi left PSG in the summer and moved to the American Inter Miami to entertain David Beckham and local showbiz stars also slightly affects his status. While Haaland continues to play in the best league and is constantly in front of a wider football audience, Messi seems to have retreated from the big stage to the sidelines, where, for better or worse, his achievements may be devalued by his weaker opponents. Nevertheless, the time has come to answer the only important question: Haaland or Messi? We are unlikely to be wrong in saying that the football community has long been waiting for changes and new faces in the podium of the world's main game. Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, and Vinicius are the players who are the future of football, and Lionel Messi represents a farewell to the good old days. Young fans are getting tired of the monotony that has emerged around the Ballon d'Or, yet what can be done? In our opinion, Messi should still receive his 8th Ballon d'Or for winning the World Cup, which he was working for throughout his career. They say that such moments are sooner or later forgotten, but the joy that the whole world felt for Lionel has been going on since the end of last year. And his brilliant first months at Inter Miami still seem like just an add-on to what happened in Qatar. There is no doubt that the 8th award will definitely be last for Lionel, after which he will make way for young guys who will open a new era. Yes, we will all enjoy the competition between Haaland, Mbappe and Vinicius in the coming years, but right now, Messi deserves a final gift for his longevity and exceptional achievements in football. And the hashtag LM8 will soon flood the internet. Friends, let us know in the comments who will win the Ballon d'Or, Erling Haaland or Lionel Messi. We also recommend watching our other videos. Click on the suggested content, enjoy your watching, and goodbye!